Hi, welcome to Microsoft Project Training course. Today in this lesson, I would like to talk about the project scope and estimates in your project. Before you can start working on any project planning, you and your team firstly need to identify all of the project scope for your project. Based on some technique, you can do interview and capture all of the requirements from the customer, and then based on the project scope, your team can provide the estimation. And after you have the estimation for the project, you can base on that to work on the project planning. You can break it down in more detail to build a plan and also assign the resources to any specific task in your project. Okay, so now let's get started. And this is an example of the project scope and estimation we are going to use in this lesson. So here, the project overview. We have the project scope. It's very simple. Just build a corporate website for a banking system. And the project timeline. The customer want to complete the project in 10 weeks. And during 10 weeks, they need to have 2 deliverables. And the estimation here, we have some tasks already listed down here for the development team based on some function we need to be used in the project. And we have function A, function B, function C. And here, this is total task we need to be done for the development. The total efforts for the dev team here, 2160 hours to complete the for development. And besides that, we also have another efforts for our BA, business analyst, to clarify the requirement and create some documentation. Here, this is the effort. We also need the efforts for our tester team, quality control team, here to make sure that the quality is good and also verified before we can deliver the product to the customer. We also need the activity for go live and support the customer to roll out the product after we complete the development for 2 release. We also need the efforts for project management. We need to have a dedicated project manager to manage all of the activity in the project to make sure that we deliver the project on time and on budget. Yeah. So here, this is the project scope and estimation we'll be using in our project. We have the total efforts of the development team is 2160 hours. For the business analyst, we have 720 hours. The testing team here 720. The go live support rollout is 640, and project management is 400 hours. Yeah, and the total hour for this development for the whole team and for the whole project is 4640 hours. So, based on the project scope, we already have some breakdown tasks here and also the estimation. Combined with the project timeline as an expectation from the customer, the project needs to be completed in 10 weeks with 2 release. So that's, I already draft a timeline here in this Excel file. Basically, I will have 2 phases or 2 release to deliver all of the project requirement. Phase 1, phase 2, and each phase will have 5 weeks to complete all of the work. When you take a look into the phase 2, you can see we have some team when we starting working on phase 2 sooner we have the requirement analysis for the business analysis team, they should start sooner, around 2 weeks before we can start to work on the phase 2. The expectation is before the development team start working, so we already have some parts of the requirement be clear. And the same thing for the development team and the test team, because they finish the development and test in phase 1 here in the week number 4. That means during the release in the week 5 here for phase 1, if they don't have many work to working or even don't have many bugs to fix during this week, so that they can start working on the task for phase 2 sooner. So here, based on this draft plan, I can do some calculation for the resources for each position in the project. The phase 1, I have here 2 business analysis to clarify the requirement with the customer, and 6 members for development work. And we have 2 members for testing. Here, we also need 8 members starts working on some 3D tasks. And also for project management, we need 1 member, 1 project manager. So here, I do some calculation, and this is total working hour the member will spend in the phase 1. The same thing for phase 2. And this is the run total working hour. Yeah. So here, this is the summarization for each role in the project. The business analyst, here, this one. The dev team, development team, the testing team, the release team, the project manager. Yeah. Okay. So I hope this will be useful and will be a good example for you. You can base on this one to create an example for yourself. Please keep in mind that this one is very important. You need to identify all of the project scope in the project, and all of the tasks need to be estimated the effort here. Okay, so in the next lesson, we will base on this estimation, this draft plan to be a project planning for the project. I hope this lesson will be helpful for you. Let me know if you have any question. Bye bye. See you in the next lesson.